as their Ravens will match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Yellow, yellow. That's your line.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Now here's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Pretty good start there on plays 1 and 2.
And not discriminating at all, is he? Make sure he's spreading it around on the first 2 throws of the game. 2 different parts of the field as well.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now they've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Mahomes completes that one to Watkins. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
Yeah, just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. After the interception, here's Jackson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And oh, right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Rolling to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. This is caught. Watkins.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. Mahomes going to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And a short return to the 6-yard line. The tight end Kelce was the intended target.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
At the 4-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Buying time to his left. This one complete to Ingram. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good yardage after the catch as that played good for 30 and a first. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about it, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson throwing again. And his throw is incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw again is Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Seth Roberts. Incomplete.
So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker, Justin Tucker, out onto the field. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Mahomes picked by his ex-teammate Marcus Peters.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
And that won't buy him much room, just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Here we go.
On second down, Ingram. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. Now it's Jackson. Forced out to it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Room to run past midfield. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs. Able to improvise and get the first.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Steps away to his left. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson got him in. It's Brown. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns. And now off to the races, down the right side. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 23-yard run as the Ravens push further out in front. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point. And our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They begin the drive with Williams. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Matt Judon able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Mahomes now to throw. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
65.
Here's Jackson to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hayden Hurst as the first half is winding down as the Ravens push further out in front. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. They'll try and run with Ingram. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game. The 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very solid gain of 27. This will be caught by Brown. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Jackson. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point that continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Set, ready, and read. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go.
Looking to throw on second down. Jackson, incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Jackson being chased out left. He added 6 points for the Baltimore Ravens. Tucker now for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now on 2nd and 13, Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens.
Let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll buy some time right. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Mahomes throwing on 4th. And this is caught. That's Watkins. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort, but on fourth down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Matt Judon getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now Mahomes rolling to his right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jihad Ward, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on fourth down. They're now 1 for 3 on fourth down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on fourth down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have fourth down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing.
Jackson now. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from the 20 as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right?
No.
I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
They'll try and run with Ingram. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Mahomes going to throw. It's complete to Williams. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. To throw, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play that time for the Ravens. 61 yards.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So from their own 20 all the way to the red zone now. A chance to capitalize on 1st and 10. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Jalen Ferguson charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. To try again after the sack. Mahomes flush to his right. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And that might just submit it. A return for a late touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
And now the Ravens calling the offense onto the field here as they're going to go for 2. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Yellow.
Approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay?
It got his man complete. It's a gain of 34. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. One final try from Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.